we have to educate people sometimes that the stock market has been breaking record territory. Nasdaq, S&P every day. The Dow's been doing well, but remind people that the economy and the stock market are different things. Can you kind of go on about that?
Yeah, there's two different dichotomies going on right now. As far as one is Wall Street, and Wall Street's doing well. S&P 500 all-time highs. Nasdaq hit an all-time high a month or two ago, and the Dow has finally done it this past week. Main Street, on the other hand, I still think there's going to be lingering effects with COVID. There's a lot of negatives as far as on small business. Wall Street is capturing a lot of that small business, the Walmarts, the Costco's, even restaurants. The individual private restaurant here in Toledo struggling, Chipotle National with the carryouts and the drive-throughs, and with their organizational skills, they've got the wherewithal not only to survive the pandemic, but actually excel in the pandemic. So you have a host of winners and losers. Unfortunately, small business is the one that's going to hit the lingering effects of the COVID-19, and a lot of winners along the way.
From the beginning of all this, when this all happened, and we've been talking to you throughout, are you still talking to your clients the same way, the same strategy, or have you been adapting as it's come through to this point?
Yeah, you have to adapt, be flexible. I mean, I know the first time we talked in the midst of the pandemic and markets were hitting new lows, just like it's hitting new highs now. We were talking about companies that could come out of the pandemic. We weren't talking Chipotle, we were talking Amazon and UPS. And they have done exceedingly well. Amazon only had like a down week, and UPS, it took about a month for it to start moving up, and a month later FedEx moved up, and people started realizing there's big winners, big losers, and really you have to do your homework. You can't just own everything across the board. Now, I think earlier this summer we talked about getting into some of the airlines and that were beaten down so much. They've moved up. If you think, that we've seen the worst of COVID and we're kind of coming out of the woods with this, then you can still own those. So we don't. We don't own, the malls, the airlines, the cruise companies, the hotels. They've moved up so much, we'd consider that a gift if you own them, just to get out now. But there are opportunities. Tech is doing well. I think healthcare, with obviously the vaccine and the therapeutic there and what have you, there's still going to be winners. So we're going to see more of that with this market, where you're going to have big winners, big losers,